Hello everyone. Now, we were covering Cyberpunk on this channel for a bit, but then it got to where like every other day there was another catastrophe or story, and at some point I was like, I got things to do. Now obviously if you haven't been following what's going on, one, I don't blame you. Actually, I think I envy you in some way. I wish I could turn myself off to all this stuff myself. It's easy to just kind of put this game out of your mind, maybe move on with your life, maybe go outside, touch some grass or something, or see the movie Dune in IMAX. I don't know. That was just a terrible joke, by the way, not an ad drop, I swear. But I'm gonna catch you up here in just one sentence. Lots of updates came out for Cyberpunk, and now Cyberpunk and Witcher 3 next-gen upgrades have been pushed to next year. CD Projekt Red seems to have also quietly updated their roadmap for the game, because the roadmap image has changed here on their website. And look, that's not a bit of savvy journalism on my part. It says on the image right above it that they changed it just a few days ago, and also everyone and their mother has reported on it, except my mother. She doesn't play video games. Point being is that the plans have changed here, the old versus new. Now why, oh why does it matter? No reason really. I mean, development plans, they change. Here we are looking at somewhat of a different timeline for Cyberpunk, whereas the next gen upgrade has been expected for this year. It's now going to be 2022, but we knew that already. And now, along with any other updates or improvements or DLC, it seems, based on this new image that they've uploaded. The roadmap image is pretty much what CD Projekt Red has been providing to us, and when they do supply updates, of course, to what their plan for Cyberpunk is, with a lot of vague timelines and no firm dates. Though I guess in fairness, it's probably better that way, because they kind of got screwed by the constant shifting of dates before. If we go back to this original roadmap, they were originally going to be continuing to update the game and begin releasing more of the free DLC packs for the game before the end of the year, and even then we were going to be getting that free current gen upgrade. And we look at this new one here, and it's shifted quite a bit from where it was. You see all the updates in one DLC pack we did get, but now everything else has been shifted from now until 2022. My guess would be that the smaller updates, even the larger updates, might be more or less done with. And if there's anything small, it might be like a small hotfix they'll throw in here and there. But I think anything else is, I would at least expect and hope it addresses some of the underlying problems that do persist in the game, or even overhaul some of the systems that just don't work very well or aren't working. And also you can see somewhere here that we're going to be getting those upgrades that they promised for the game at some point around this time. And I've said it before, but if you haven't played Cyberpunk yet, you should maybe just wait until the game is native to the new hardware before doing so. And look, I'm not one to pick apart every word that a company or person uses and wonder if it means something else that we're just not privy to. But I was looking at this page, the Our Commitment to Quality page, and reading some of the FAQ questions. Some of the answers here appear more recent than they probably were before, and I can't help but read into this answer here a bit. The question being, when can we expect the next gen update for Cyberpunk 2077? Answer is, we are planning to release the free next-gen update for Cyberpunk 2077 in 2022. We're aiming for the first quarter of the year, and we'll reveal more when we have more to share. The key word there is aiming, so it doesn't seem like that they are sure if they're even going to hit that timeline that they have set yet, which leaves me to wonder if they just have an internal timeline that they're not sharing with us until they know that they can hit those dates, which makes sense given, how they delayed Cyberpunk like multiple times. But it leaves us only to speculate if they're having trouble under the hood when working with this game to get it to where they feel confident with it and how it's performing, because obviously that's not the most secure of answers. Now, there's also the case of those free DLCs, and I think the answer they give here is kind of telling as far as how they're going to approach the DLC releases too. You have said there will be free DLC for the game in early 2021. Will this be impacted by improvements? We're still planning on releasing free DLC for the game, just like with The Witcher 3. However, we have decided that our priority is working on the most important fixes and updates. So far, we have released the first DLC pack together with patch 1.3, and we will be releasing more in the future. We'll have more to say about that in the coming months. Now, in my mind, from what I can see, it seemed like the first DLC dropped and it barely seemed to register, at least in a broad sense, that they even dropped the DLC pack. Like if you're watching this and you're saying, wait, What fucking DLC? It was like an alternative appearance or something to Johnny Silverhand and some other cosmetic stuff for V to equip, which is probably what you should expect for all this DLC content. It's not going to be anything of real consequence, but I think lumping them in with the updates kind of obscures them, so you can kind of miss the fact that they even added anything because you're so focused on the updates to the game that are making it more stable and fixing it. But of course, beyond everything here, the larger problem that I see here with the DLC updates and delays and upgrade delays is not them delaying it. Of course, personally, I would want them to delay the updates in the game and the next gen upgrade as much as they can so they can address all the issues properly and make sure it's working properly. They need to get this right. I like CD Projekt Red despite everything, and I want them to come back with a vengeance so they can't mess this up. And obviously this is not an original thought to me. I've said it in various other formats and podcasts, but the question I want to broach to you is, how do you get people to care about Cyberpunk again after all this time? Are people gonna care? I don't know. Because really, there's a lot of people who moved on and probably won't come back, and you can't really blame them for that. It was such a colossal mess. Remember, it was off the PlayStation Store for months. Months! And even after it came back, PlayStation themselves said, don't play this game on a base PS4. So on the next gen upgrade front, updates / improvements in general and DLC, it's not looking like we'll hear any details anytime soon about it either, but I think it's best that they just keep quiet until they have information to share and they have concrete dates to give to us. Really, I want to get back into this game to give you my updated thoughts on it after all this time, but in the meantime, thanks for watching this video. I know there's not much here to discuss, or this didn't seem like it was really productive per se, but I wanted to talk about this news anyway. Now let me know what you think below, and like and dislike according to what you think about the video. Subscribe if you like this content and want to see more, and of course, I'll talk to you all soon. Now thanks for watching, and I love you all. Maybe.